guys, we're gonna do lesson 6.6, and this is all about properties of definite integrals. After lesson 6.6, we're gonna do mid-unit test for this chapter. Okay, so we have this graph, and remember, for the fundamental theorem of calculus, we say the integral from a to b f of x dx. So is this written in the form a to b? Lower limit is 0, upper limit is 12. While I'd like you to take a look on number 2.
Opposite.
It's the opposite. Okay? It's the opposite. The lower limit is 12, and it has something to do with this discussion. Why it's written this way and how to do it. Okay? So, we all know that if we do number 1, the limit from 0 to 12, that means we're gonna start from left to right. Okay? We're gonna start from left to right. And we are identifying the area of this one. So we have this as a semicircle. So again, we have area of a semicircle is pi r square over 2. Then since this is just half of a circle, then what do you think is the area of this one? What is the radius?
2.
The radius is 2.
2 pi.
So it's gonna be 2 pi. That's the area. Okay? So the area of this is 2 pi. Here guys, the area of this semicircle. Why 2 pi? This is coming from pi r square area, pi r square, and the radius of this is 2 units. Okay? So which means since this is also half, therefore we can say over 2. It's a semicircle. So pi and then 2 square over 2, which means 4 pi over 2, which is 2 pi. Is this clear now? For the area of that semicircle. Next, we're gonna have the area of the next one. So we all know that we are doing the area of this, and this is a trapezoid, right? You know what trapezoid is? So base 1 plus base 2 over 2 times the height. What's base 1 right here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units, right? 4 units. And then base 2, 1. So what is 4 plus 1? 5 divided by 2. 2.5. And then times the height. What is the height? How many units is the height? So therefore, the area of this is 5. Do you get me? Okay. Next, how about this one? When we also consider that as trapezoid. Remember, we have a situation last time on the right Riemann sum. Right Riemann sum. Where can you still remember that the rightmost is at 8, 0. You get me? Doing right Riemann sum, we do we do trapezoidal, right? So looks like a triangle. So therefore, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's base 1? 4. Do we have base 2? So what is 4 divided by 2? 2. And then what's the height? Okay, so therefore the area of this is 4. But since this is below the x-axis, therefore we can formulate the area of this from 0 to 12 as 2 pi plus 5 minus 4. Makes sense? Okay? So the area, which is 2 pi, plus another area of this one, which is the trapezoid, and then plus another area at the bottom, which is minus 4. So therefore, we say the area is 2 pi plus 1. Any question? Any question, guys? Okay. So again, it's gonna be from left to right. We have this limit from 0 to 12. Okay. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? No pregunta? Okay, moving on to example number 2. So, direction for this one, direction is from left to right. This is very important, guys. You need to have that direction. How about example number 2? What do you think is the direction? Starts on right. Right to left. Now, remember, if we do left and right for number 1, left on the left side, if we start on the left side, this is our positive values, while our negative values is this one. Now, if we do the reverse, this below the x-axis is now our positive. Very good. And the one above the x-axis, if we do the reverse, is now the negative. Did you get me? So, any volunteer to answer question number 2 following this direction? And you said that if we do from right to left, the one at the bottom is now the positive and the one on top is now the negative. Okay, Sam, can you show? Shall we give Sam a round of applause? Wow.
True. Happy birthday, sir, my son. Thank you.
Okay, negative 2 pi minus 1. Any question?
Oh, good.
Or sometimes we just start also following this as 4 minus 5 minus 2 pi. You get me? Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay? But some is correct. But doing this, you can also rewrite this one since this is coming from right to left. So we now say 4 minus 5 minus 2 pi. Okay? So which means negative 1 minus 2 pi. They are just the same. Again, shall we give again Sam a round of applause? Okay. Any question? Can I move this up? Okay. When can you do the reverse? If the lower limit is greater than the upper limit. Okay? Again, guys, I need you to remember this. We do the reverse from right to left if the lower limit is greater than the upper limit. Okay? So,
That's true. Use your pencil.
I cannot control it. It slides all the time.
Use your pencil. Use your pencil. Your pencil.
Yeah, I know, but it slides also. Oh. Uh-oh. Happened. Okay. This one, right? Properties of definite integrals. Look at this. The limit, the lower limit is a, and the upper limit is also a. That means what we what was our idea last time? F of B minus F of A. Therefore, this is equal to 0. Very good. Okay.
That's a grade 0. Wow.
So a while ago, our example number 2, the bottom is greater compared to the top, meaning the lower limit is greater than the upper limit. So it's just the reversal of limits. You have the integral. A while ago, we have A to A, and this one B to A. This means in the order of the alphabet, what comes first is A, right? So in this case, from this idea, you're gonna have the negative of, okay, the negative. So we have from A to B. We now say from A to B. We take the negative, then f of x dx. So back to this one. So we now say the negative integral of 0 to 12 f of x dx. You get me? So just take the inverse, because in the order it should be the lower limit minus the upper limit. Okay. So multiply by constant, the constant k right here. If you have k, look at this. The constant, whatever is the constant, you have that constant, write the constant first before the integral sign, a to b, then f of x dx. Okay, so adjacent intervals, look at this one. Adjacent intervals, the c is between a and b. Now look at this one. The upper limit here is c, and the lower limit here is also c. So that means,
Cancel out.
yes, that means our focus now is the limit from a to b, f of x dx. Okay, so f of x dx. Any question? Can I move this up now? So adjacent intervals. Yes.
Where does the negative sign come from if you're just switching the
You mean this one?
yes.
Now, remember, the limit should be from A to B, but this one is B to A. We always have to do. For this one, remember this is 12 is greater than 0, right? But it happens that 12 is the lower limit. So, but the idea here is to switch the order and then make it as negative. So same thing as here, since B is the supposedly the upper limit. So rewrite this one by doing the negative. Okay? So are you satisfied with the answer? With your question? Your question is why is it that this is negative? Because the upper limit B is supposedly on top.
No, but I got mine.
Okay, can I move this up now for addition and subtraction? So for addition and subtraction, we can say the integral from a to b, which means we can rewrite this as the integral from a to b, and then f of x dx plus the g of x. So same thing, the integral from a to b, we have g of x dx. This is for addition of functions. Okay, likewise for subtraction, we do the same. The integral from a to b, then f of x dx minus the integral of from limits a to b, and then you have g of x dx. Okay, so
How much longer is this? If I can come in one second.
So let's move on to example number 3. What is the limit from 7 to 6? Is 7 greater than 6?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Negative. Negative.
Okay, so what we do now?
Negative.
We do the reverse, right?
Yes.
We do the reverse. So we say now the negative integral from 6 to 7.
6,
f of
7.
x dx. f of x dx.
6, 7.
And this is equal to, what is the interval now? From
Like 6, 7.
6 to 7. Can you look at the graph? From 6 to 7. I'd like you to look at
6,
this one. The interval 6 to 7 is this
6
area, right? And what is the area? It's gonna be negative 2 because of this. So negative 2. Okay? How about number 4? Can you do number 4 on your own? Get ready. I'm gonna call you to do number 4. So number 4 says the integral from 12 to 8. Now, what is 12? Greater or less than the upper?
Greater.
It's gonna be greater, so the lower limit is greater. So what to do? Take the, okay, so that would be negative, okay?
Okay, that's okay.
So, how you write that first? How you rewrite? Can you show it here? Anthony? Shall we give Anthony a round of applause? Any reaction?
Yeah, I think it's negative 4.
Hmm?
No, because it's the bottom.
Right.
Any reaction? Yes.
Negative 4 because it's under the x-axis.
Say it loud, please.
Would it be negative 4 because it's under the x-axis?
Negative 4.
Yeah, I meant.
This would be negative 4. Okay, so what is our final answer? Positive 12. Okay, but again, shall we give Anthony a round of applause? And shall we give also Chris Reyes a round of applause for that reaction?
Violent.
And Chris has the idea that 4 is negative.
Yeah.
So the interval from
8 to 12.
8 to 12. Okay, look at 8 to 12. This is
Violent.
that would be negative,
12 to 8.
right? Because you now place this as from 8 to 12. So this is now below. Remember, we now take the negative. Okay. Thank you guys. So let's do 5. If you have highlighter, I need you to highlight first the given. The first given is the integral from negative 2 to 1 f of x dx is equal to 4. And the next one is the limit from 1 to 5 f of x dx is equal to negative 3. And the last is we have the integral from negative 2 to 1 g of x dx is equal to 8. And then we're gonna find the integral from 5 to 1 f of x dx. Okay. Are we rewriting this one? Yes or no? Yes. How we rewrite this one?
Negative.
So we say this is negative integral from 1 to 5, then f of x dx. Then what's next, guys?
The table was so good. No, it's like
So we say this is equal to negative, and then what is the integral from 1 to 5 f of x dx?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. Okay, you just plug in this one. This everything is the one given, which is negative 3. So finally, the area now is 3.
Why would it be 5?
Okay.
What's that do?
So, question B. The integral from negative 2 to 5 f of x dx. Diego, can you remove that please?
Mr. Park.
Next to the first.
What you notice, guys? What you notice for letter B? A while ago, can you still recall that A is less than C, or meaning C is between A and B, right? Okay. What constitutes C right here from the given? That this is the C, and this is also the C. So our A is negative 2, and our B now is 5. So, anybody could do this? Letter B. Again, this is just the sum of this one. I'm gonna rewrite first. This is just negative 2 to 1 f of x dx. Then plus, right? Plus what?
Plus 5.
Okay. Then, who wants to continue? Chris? You have the idea? Shall we give Chris Ojeda a round of applause?
Sir. Right down here or right here?
You can have.
You're right.
It was negative 2. This one. So you change this one and this one. It's 5 and
So
negative.
we, well, this one is equal 4. 4 plus 3.
Okay. The answer is 1. Shall we give Chris again a round of applause? Still remember a while ago?
It's 5 negative 2.
Okay. So, how about letter C? The integral from negative 2 to 1 f of x plus twice the g of x dx. Okay, can I clear this? Everybody's done? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Diego,
Oh.
can you do letter C? Yes?
Hey, just know I love you after this.
Shall we give Diego first a round of applause?
Hey, Jalen Ramsey. Jalen Ramsey of the Jaguars, man. Jalen Ramsey of the Jaguars.
I go back to the house and I was like, yeah, because it's, yeah. Because you go, yeah.
Hey, that's Jalen Ramsey of the Jaguars.
Go B. Easy go B.
Jalen Ramsey of the Jaguars.
Lost? Okay. Diego needs the
Oh
rescue.
my god.
Who wants to rescue?
Might go B.
Are you pointing at me?
No.
Who need?
Is Jalen Ramsey
Who
of the
wants to
Jaguars?
rescue?
What does that mean?
Okay, so can I just rescue you?
Yeah, you go rescue.
Okay, now can I erase?
Oh.
Can I erase Diego? Would you mind?
Yeah, you
Delete,
can
delete,
Okay.
delete, delete.
Now look at this definition, guys. Look at this definition. What is this defined? Defined as what?
That is the
Look at the given.
4.
This is defined as cuatro. Okay? And what is that defined? So which means this is the k, which is 2. But this is defined as, what is g of x? Ocho. Okay, so this means 4 plus 16. Therefore, the integral from negative 2 to 1 f of
20.
x plus twice the g of x dx
20.
is 20.
I say 30.
Okay.
I say 20 in Spanish.
Diego, are you clarified now?
That's 30.
But let's just give a round of applause to Diego for being brave enough. Okay, now moving on to question D. Again, what is our focus? Given. Question D. The integral from 0 to 1 f of x dx. Any reaction for that one?
Equal 0.
Equals 0?
That's what I think.
It's the part.
Is there any lower limit 0 from the given? So that means we cannot determine.
Max.
So, cannot be determined.
AP art. Sammy. He's like, I want to go back to that place. Me too, Samuel. Just algebra 2.
6.
This is geometry.
I like that.
Okay, moving on to letter E. What is 3?
And everybody's on, we don't get into the tables. Like,
Is
6.
1 greater than negative 2? Yes or no?
Yes.
So what we do?
Negative.
We do the inverse or the negative, right? So how we write now?
Where have you been?
This is now equivalent to 3 negative. Negative 3, the integral from negative 2 to 1 f of x dx.
Huh?
You missed that.
Yeah.
So which means negative 3. And then what is negative, the integral from negative 2 to 1? Eh? 4? Okay. So this is times 4. So we have negative 12. And the last one. Yes, Fabio. What you said? Fabio?
0.
Why?
Because they it's A to A.
So this is A to A, which means 0. Joseph,
Can you give this to Joseph? 10 hours of detention? Oh my god. Wow.
I wish I could be better.
That's a good reason.
okay. Do we still have time? How much time is left?
Like 8 minutes.
Can you check? Check it first.
Hey bro, me and Isabel are matching. I have gray pants but with green.
Okay.
Oh,
Let us graph this piecewise function.
Red and
So,
green.
you guys ready? So piecewise functions and integrals. The function g is defined by g of x. The first function is defined as g of x is equal to 3. But, hello,
No.
I'd like you to recall what we learned in pre-calculus. To graph this one, we are graphing, this is y equals 3, right? So we're gonna graph, but we have to show the graph only less than 2. So the graph less than 2 is going to the left. Okay, at 3, look at this. Count how many units? Up. 3 units. So 1, 2, 3. And then this one, less than 2. Now, since this is less than, that means open circle. At 2 right here, then this is the graph of the first one. So we're done with this. Okay? Okay? Next. To graph the function 4 minus x, but the question is, the restriction is x should be greater than or equal to 2. That means, what is that? Open or close? It's a close. Because of
Close.
this, greater than or equal to. So, implies now that at x greater than or equal to 2, we're gonna have to take the function. If x is 2, If x is 2, what is the function? 4 minus 2, right? So it's gonna be 2. So at 2 right here, it's gonna be close. And then if x is 4, the function is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is now the graph of this piecewise function. And what does it say? What is the value of the integral from 1 to 5? From 1 to 5. So until here. Okay? By this, and then right here at the bottom, we know that the bottom is half, negative. So what is the area now? Can we slice? How many squares are there from interval 1 to 2? How many squares? We have 3. Okay? Can I just write first the integral from 1 to 5? G of x dx as the first one is 3, followed by what is the area of the second one from interval 2 to 4? We have 2. And then what is the area now from the interval 4 to 5? Negative 1/2, right? Negative 1/2. So minus 1/2. So what is the area now from the interval 1 to 5 g of x dx? It's gonna be 4.5, right? 4.5. Or we just write 4.5 square units. 4.5 square units. So for number 7, you know that this is absolute value. What could you expect the graph of that? X minus 2, where is the shift? Left or right? To the right.
It's like 3.
How many units? 2 units. Then what is the form? It's gonna be letter V. Can you do that now? Can you graph?
6, 7, 5, 0.
So this slides to the right 2 units. So this is the vertex right here. So it goes that way. Am I right, guys?
Yeah, no.
But this is not drawn perfectly.
How does he get? Where does this come from?
Okay.
It's like plastic. This is absolute value.
So what does it say? From 0 to 5. So what is the area now? Could anyone tell me the area? From 0 to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until here. So the area from 0 to 5. What's the area? Come on.
4.
Huh?
6.5.
I got 2. Oh.
Someone said 4 and someone said 6.5. Let's do the votation. Who agrees 4? Who agrees 6.5? Okay, majority. So 6.5 is the area.
Bam.
Why?
Because the dots. That's how much area.
What is the area of this alone? This is 2
2.
right here. Plus, how about this area?
4.
4.5, right? 4.5. So it's gonna be 2 plus 4.5. 6.5 or 6.5. Okay? How much time is left?
1 minute.
1 minute. So we're gonna continue the discussions tomorrow. And please,
No.
tomorrow is Wednesday, right? We're gonna have unit test on Thursday. Mid-unit test from topics 6.1 to 6.6. And then the test would cover multiple choice and 2 pre-response questions.
What day?
Can you turn it on?
A little space. Collaborating.